Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn 1.2 odd one in. Odd one in is the different one in all. See, you can see the picture here, the page number 3, and you go through line by line when I am going to teach you. See, how was the first day of school? The question asked by the mother to Rima when she was ready to sat down for her dinner. Okay. The reply was very soft. Okay. Rima shrugged. Means she lifted her shoulder to say it was just a okay. No lessons, just settling in. As we also settled first day. So there was no lessons, she said. Any new girl in your class? Inquired her father, Mr. Sen. Mr. Sen, means her father, inquired at her that is there any new girl in your class? Only one, Malti. And she is funny. Grim Rima as she helped herself to the salad. The Rima was not too much happy to tell her father that one new girl is there in my class. Why do you say that? Asked Mr. Sen. Then her father asked, why do you say like this? She can't speak much English. She has came from another state. Sniff Rima. And here again Rima breathed from noise with making a sound like that she don't like the new girl. Naming one at the other end of the country. And then the Rima takes the name of that particular state with sniffing. With means that she don't like that particular state. Oh, children from that state are supposed to be clever. They are specially good at maths, said Mr. Sen quietly. Then her father very quietly, very silently said, oh, children from that particular states are supposed to be very clever and they are specially very good in maths. Well, this one does not seem smart at all. Oily hair, bindi, and all. Good morning, teacher, mimicked Rima. Mimic means she resound or she copy the Malti or she copy already the new girl. How she speak, how her appearance is. Her appearance is oily and bindi and that all. Her parents exchange glance. So her mother and father exchanged their glances. They looked at each other. Rima was their only child. They doted on her. Doted means they take care of her and they refuse her small mistakes. But she could not be insufferable at times. But she is not a good one and she is not a satisfied one at this time. I do hope you do. Your friends will not make things too different for Malti, sighed Mr. Sen and he as he rose from the table. He stand up and he said that I hope that you will not make any disturbance to the new girl, to the Malti. Rima and her gang had decided to just that, and her gang and her group decided to do that only. Next morning, the minute Malti entered the class, they all chorused, good morning. Means now they are teasing her, saying good morning, not a morning, but morning. The poor Malti. She did not realize that they were making fun of her. She was so innocent that she didn't understand. She beamed back at them and she very happily she looked back them and replied, good morning. So she was also replying them, good morning. Now turn your page and see. Shahnaz giggled. And when they all said good morning, she giggled. Why do you put so much oil on your hair? The question asked by Shahnaz. She asked very rudely to the Malti. Malti looked offended. but did not reply. She is getting angry, but she did not reply any word. And the skirt so long, said Claire very cattily. Very rudely she also asked, very comically she asked, your skirt is so long. Malti flushed and now Malti get angry. She was about to say something when teacher entered. And she was ready to say any word at that time teacher entered in the class. As the class progressed and the class get progressed, everyone was surprised to see that Malti raised her hand whenever teacher asked a question. See, now she is raising her hand for every question. Yes, Malti, you answer, said the teacher. Every time she answered. Malti answered correctly and teacher nodded in appreciation. And the appreciation was given like excellent, very good, like this. When Rima recounted this at home, and now Rima again next day, when she was discussing about this at home, her mother said, and what her mother said? Sounds like a clever girl. Oh, you are telling whatever it means Malti is very clever girl. What is the use? And then Rima asked, what is the use of that cleverness? Uncharitably means she was not completely ready to accept that Malti is really a clever one. And what she replied? That Rima replied again, her English is so atrocious. Means here, atrocious means very bad, not a good one. Her English is so bad. The same may be said of your Hindi, counted Mr. Sen sharply. And very sharply her father answered that, what about your Hindi then? If you are asking about the English of Malti, then what about your Hindi? He was getting quite sick of Rima's attitude, and now they are not happy towards Rima's attitude or their daughter's attitude, that how my daughter get the attitude like this. Even Mr. Sen did not like it, and her father did not like it. That night, Rima's parents discussed her matter. Then they both discuss on this, why our child, our daughter is behaving like this. We put Rima into a good school to make her smart and confident. Why we put Rima to this good school? To make herself confident and smart. I am afraid she is turning into quite a little snob, and now her father is saying very sadly that I am afraid that she is now turning into a snob. Accept others' superiority. The following Saturday was the inter house singing competition. Rima, who was participating in the English song category, was surprised to see Malti's name in the list of participants for the Hindi song category. Oily plates sings also? She said sneedly to Claire. Means here see, the next Saturday inter-house singing competition was there and Rima already participates in the English song category. But she was very surprised. She gets surprised there that Malti's name was also there, but it was in the Hindi song category. And now they are teasing that oily plates means our pony like. So oily plates sings also, she said sneedly to Claire. And very sneedly means very silently she said to her friend Claire. Crocs. Like crocs, you mean, giggled Claire. And then Claire also teased Malti as crocs, means as a crow, that a bad sound, not a good one. They were to be proved wrong, but they both were proved very soon wrong because Malti sang beautifully. She had a melodious and well trained voice, very sweet voice she had. Rima and her gang had decided to jeer when Malti sang, and the gang and that group was decided to jeer, means to to make some ridiculous, to make disturbance to the Malti's song. But there was such a absolute silence. Absolute silence was there that they did not dare to do. They don't have dare to do it. They were sure to get caught because they afraid that it is not sure they will get caught here. So what will happen next? We will see next video.